guys, welcome back to another vlog. Today I'm going to be vlogging my rest day, so I'll show you what I'm going to do later, but for now I've got to make breakfast. I've got a pan of chocolat in a tin, so that's going to be sort of a morale boost, which I'm looking forward to. I've just put the oven on, so yeah, going to start making that soon. I had a race Tuesday night. I felt really bad, to be fair. I was really tired, but managed to get 8th, and Harry got 1st and Red got 3rd, so we all managed to get into the breakaway. I sort of worked for them, but I didn't do that much because I was tired, so I did what I could, and then in the end it sort of split up, and I just followed the wheels of other teams, and I just sprinted off their wheels and managed to get 8th, so yeah, that's all right.
So I made a bit of a mess of this, but yeah, not sure, we'll figure it out. So I didn't go exactly to plan, but I think that'll be alright. Hopefully they grow a bit as well. Might have left them in there a little bit too long, but it looked pretty decent, I guess. Have to, actually the bottom's a bit overdone, but yeah, I'll let you know how they taste once they've cooled down. Pretty good for homemade. Not quite one from a boulangerie, but yeah, I'd say it's solid 7.5 out of 10.
So I'm going to head out on the TT bike, just spin the legs really easy. The reason I'm going on the TT bike is I haven't ridden it in a while, and it'd be good to just get back in that position. Although saying that, it might be a bit sore on my hip where I crashed, because that's sort of, whenever I get into an aero position, it sort of hurts a little bit, but it'd be good to activate the glutes a little. Just got to chuck the rear wheel or my race wheel on the back, and then my front wheel from here on my road bike on the front, and then it's good to go. So yeah, I'm going to do a video on the TT bike. The bike's all set up, just need to get changed and I'll start to head out. So for the first time in about 3 weeks, the sun's decided to come out, which is pretty nice. And because I just got this Garmin quite recently, because my other one packed in after like 4 years. I haven't connected my power meter on my TT bike, so I just need to do that. But I've only been riding for like 4 minutes, so that's not really a big deal. So I'm nearly at Mont Contour, feeling all right. My injury doesn't hurt that much, which is good. So it's like the first like 20 pedal strokes, and then it sort of gets used to it. But too late is in my schedule today. I've got a problem with my road bike, so I need to fix that when I get back, and I need to go to the shops. Other than that, just like sort of stay off the feet as much as possible. So my recovery rides are basically, I usually just cycle down to Mont Contour. It's about 24 minutes there, so it's about a 50-minute ride, depending on if I'm on my TT bike or my road bike. But I usually come down here, get a coffee, sometimes go to the boulangerie, get like a pan of chocolat or something. But the cafe I'm going to, I know the guy, well, when I first came here, my coach James introduced me to the guy that runs the cafe, so I speak with him a little bit. And it's good just for my French, just to practice speaking French with someone. But basically the sort of goal for the ride today is just have my heart rate as low as possible. It's quite high on this ride, to be fair, but I usually have it sort of about 100, below 110, and I don't look at my power. My normalized power is usually like 120, so really just spin the legs out. It's 115 at the moment, so we've got to try and get that down in the second half. Problem with French cafes is they only do black coffee with milk instead of cappuccinos, which is a bit annoying, but I got a pan of raisin, which looks pretty good. So yeah, looking like a decent cafe stop, to be fair. So one of the reasons behind doing a recovery ride is just to sort of help spin the legs out. I find on days where I don't do anything, sort of I'm stiff for the next day. Also, I think, don't quote me on this, but from my A-level PE, I think recovery rides help increase your heart rate, increases the blood flow, and helps just remove any waste products from the session you did before. So yesterday, so if I had any lactic acid or sort of like carbon dioxide in my blood or something like that, it sort of just helps move it around and sort of helps get rid of it quicker. I've just left the cafe, so some of the things I'm going to work on just on the way back. Just try and hold in my aero position. So what that means, like, I try and sort of get into a scapular press a little bit, and then point my shoulders together and sort of poke the chin out like a turtle, so like that essentially. So that's sort of like the most aero position, I think, when you're on the TT extensions. And then also I want to get my heart rate down a little bit on the way back, just like super easy, spin the legs out, try and keep quite a high cadence. Just got back, I think I averaged about 117 watts. Heart rate was a little bit too high, to be fair, 112, I wanted that like 107. And my cadence was a bit low as well, 77 I think. I'll put it up here, but yeah, it was alright, good to get the legs spinning. And I got a prep ride tomorrow and then a race Saturday and Sunday, so. But I'm gonna have a stretch now, have some food, then need to go to the shops, then I'll sort my bike out. So after being at the bike shop the other day, Arnold told me the chain was a bit too loose, so I'm gonna have to change the chain. I've got my spare chain here and a spare quick link, so I'm gonna try and get that on. So got the chain off. It's quite hard to do it one-handed while trying to film, but got there in the end. Just going to clean up around the bottom bracket and then I'll put the new one on. So I've just realised luckily that because I got this when I got my bike and my group set from the bike shop, it's the chain's already the right length, so that saves a bit of hassle. So I just need to put it on, which is alright. Place, chain's on, looks good. So tomorrow I've got a prep ride, and then I've got my race on Saturday, so I'm all ready. So just to recap my recovery day, really easy spin after breakfast, had lunch, watch a tour, basically just sit down for as long as possible, do some bike maintenance, and then did my washing, my laundry, and now I'm just going to sit down on the sofa, make dinner, and just chill out. Just try and sort of rest the legs as much as possible for tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed my insight into my rest day, and I'd appreciate like a like or subscribe and comment down below if there's anything you want to see. Thanks.